Ellen! Long time no talk. How are you? Hey. I'm good. What's up?
Oh, nothing much.
Hey, I'm going on vacation with my boyfriend soon. I can't wait. I just had to tell you. Oh, and I quit my job. Again? Yeah, selling cosmetics is a lot of work. I have to stand on my feet all day long. They only hired me for my looks anyways. It doesn't matter though. My boyfriend's gonna take care of me from now on, so I'm never working again. Ever. Oh, Mary. Work is never easy, you know? You gotta learn to tough it out. No thanks. It's not for me. So where are you going for your vacation? Vegas. My boyfriend is loaded. We went to LA a few weeks ago. We've been all over the world. It's awesome. What does he do? He owns a tech firm. You should find yourself a nice rich guy. Oh, I don't really care about money. Oh, you're no fun. Wait, I know! You're jealous. No. You're jealous. I got a rich boyfriend and you don't. And I don't even have to work. You're jealous. No. That's not it at all. He lives in this huge condo. It's crazy. He only wears designer clothes. He's always buying me really expensive stuff. He buys me anything I want. He's so amazing. And he's so handsome. He's perfect. Amazing, right? Jealous? I'm impressed. You wish you had a boyfriend like him. You're jealous, aren't you? Not really. But with your looks? I don't know. LOL. I got a boyfriend too. I'm happy. Wait, really? You got a boyfriend? What's he like? He's nice. What does he drive? I don't know much about cars. Is it a domestic car? Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. My boyfriend drives imports only, and he always picks me up in his car, no matter where I am. I could never date someone who drives a domestic car. That's so embarrassing. Ugh, aren't you embarrassed? I feel so bad for you. Okay. I don't mind, though. Lots of people drive domestic cars. Poor people are so pathetic. They live in such small houses, and all they do is go to the movies or the mall. So boring. Cheap restaurants, crappy vacation. So sad. It's just so sad, you know? I could never date a poor guy. My boyfriend rents out the entire theater when we go see a movie. And he only takes me to luxury brand stores when we go shopping. 5-star restaurants, overseas vacations, and imported cars. That's a must. Where am I supposed to find someone like that? It's not that hard when you're pretty like me, but with your looks, I don't know. LOL. Yeah, whatever you say. Hey, are you making fun of me? No. You're jealous, aren't you? What does your boyfriend do? He's a model. Really? You sure he's not lying, LOL? These days, everyone is a model. They just say that to get girls. So gross. You sure you want to date him? He's my boyfriend. Stop being rude. Seriously. What? I'm just worried about you, Hina. That's all. No worries. He's a model. I've seen him in magazines. I've been to his photo shoots too. I trust him. Don't worry. He's not lying, okay? What magazines? Can I buy them at bookstores? I think so. You sure he's a model? What if he's a porn star or something? No. I was there. It wasn't porn, trust me. And the magazine he's in? You were just reading it the other day. Really? Yeah, like 3 days ago. Wait, you're not talking about Prince, are you? Actually, that's him. Stop lying. You're just jealous. Grow up. I'm not lying. But look at you. There's no way you can go out with him. I don't believe you. You got proof? I'll show you some pics later. Send me some now! I can't. He doesn't want me sending other people his pictures. You might get jealous and upload them online, so... What? Don't push it. Oh, we're actually gonna be on the next issue. They're doing a story about the models and their boyfriends/girlfriends. The photo shoot is coming up soon. Just buy the magazine and see for yourself, okay? How's that for proof? What? You're gonna be in a magazine? You? With Prince? Ah! That can't be! How did you even meet him? I met him in the city. That day when I couldn't make it? Couldn't make it? Seriously? You ditched me for your boyfriend. I waited there for hours, you know. How did you meet him? While I was waiting for you, he hit on me. It was right after you canceled on me. Talk about good timing. Too bad you weren't there. Why you? Look at you. This makes no sense. And now you're gonna be in a magazine with him? No, that can't be. Oh, relax. You got a rich boyfriend, right? You should be happy. Introduce me to him. I can't. Come on, I'm your friend. What? You? My friend? Yes. No, you're not my friend. What? How can you say that to me? Seriously? After all those things you said about me? Give me a break. I'm sorry. And the things you said about my boyfriend? I didn't know you were going out with Prince. Whatever. I'm done with you, Mary. Stop texting me. I never liked you anyways. Have fun with your rich boyfriend. Bye. How can you say that to me? Prince doesn't drive an import, by the way, and he doesn't take me to five-star restaurants. Oh, and his house is pretty small. Oh, and he loves to go to the mall, so yeah. You're too good for him anyways, Yuna. I was only kidding. Please. We're still friends, right? And if my boyfriend was Prince, I could care less about money. Helen? Hey, stop ignoring me. Helen? Hello? Pick up. Oh, sorry. I was texting my boyfriend. Did you tell him about me? Huh? Why? I asked you to introduce me to him. Oh, that. Well, I did tell him about you. Oh, thank you. What did he say? When does he want to meet? Never, LOL. He told me to cut all ties with you. So, yeah. Bye. Wait, what did you tell him? Exactly what you told me. You need a rich guy, right? And someone who drives an import? I told him everything you just told me. What? Why would you do that? Because he asked me about you. What was I supposed to say? Don't put this on me. Please let me meet him, please! Sorry, I'm gonna be late for my date. Don't text me anymore. Where are you guys going? I'll meet you there. Please don't. You scared I might take him away from you? Is that why? Huh? Look, if it was up to me, I wouldn't mind. Honestly. But he said he never wants to see you, so... yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, and I showed him your pic. He said you're not his type. You probably showed him a really bad picture of me. If he sees me in real life, he'll change his mind for sure. Tell him. I should be in that magazine with him, not you. You just don't get it, do you? It's your personality. You might have the looks, but you're a terrible person. That's why he doesn't want to see you. Then tell him it was all a joke. Tell him I'm really a good person. Come on, Hina, you owe me. What? For what? I don't owe you anything. And no, I'm not lying to my boyfriend, LOL. Hey, Hina, you're a good friend. I'll never do anything to hurt you again. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please? Sorry, but no. I'm gonna block you now. What? No, please! Please! Hina, please! I'll do anything! Please! Please forgive me! Please let me see him! Please! Mary never got to meet Prince. She took out her anger on her boyfriend. She stole his credit card and went on a shopping spree. He dumped her and filed a lawsuit against her. Today, she works multiple jobs to pay off her debt. As for Helen's boyfriend, he became a really famous model after that. A few months later, he bought a nice condo and asked Helen to move in with him. Glad everything worked out for her.
Oh, Mom, how have you been doing? This is Julia. Do you remember me still?
Huh? Julia? Didn't you cut ties with me as your mother 3 years ago?
Well, I had done that back then, right? But after giving it all some thought, I think I'm willing to let the two of us get back together again.
But you said that we'd never talk to one another again.
Yeah, I get that I might have said something like that. But I've taken back what I said before and I'm thinking of reconnecting with you. So go ahead and start thanking me.
No, I don't think I will. Why are you even coming back to me right now? You took a lot of my things, and even the wedding ring that your dad gave me before he passed away when you left my house. Did you think that I'd forget about all of that?
Oh, come on now, Mom. You can leave all that happened then in the past. Thinking about those things will do you no good, and they certainly won't help us become family again. And by the way, Mom, if you had gotten remarried, you should have told me that. That's pretty sad of you to keep something so important away from your daughter. Not telling your only daughter a single thing about that.
But we had agreed that we never ever talk to one another again, like you wanted.
And on top of that, I've seen that the man you married is a doctor, right? And to make things even better, he's a very famous doctor that a lot of people travel to be treated, but, right?
Who are you hearing about all of this from?
So, what that means is that you and him have a lot of money now, right? No, you have to, right? He's a famous doctor after all, so there's no way he doesn't have massive amounts of wealth.
What are you wanting to say about him, Julia?
Well, Mom, you had always wanted the two of us to reconnect, right? And I'm sure these past few years have been tough on you since your only child ran away leaving you all alone. So, if you give me $5,000, I'll be willing to let you talk to me again. How does that sound?
Huh?
I'm not asking anything bad, right? I will be asking you to help me with a bunch of other things after that, but for starters, I'm asking that you give me $5,000 in cash.
Wait, what are you saying? Can you explain all of that to me again? Why should I have to pay you $5,000 when you explicitly told me that we would never come around one another again?
I'm asking you to give me $5,000 and then you'll get your very cute daughter back. I knew that you've gotten so old now that it's hard for you to understand things. That's the whole reason you lost me in the first place.
Well, I don't really think I want to reconnect with you, Julia.
Hold on. Are you just trying to act tough now that I'm back? It's alright, Mom. I never meant to do any harm to you back then. I'm telling you, if you pay me that $5,000, I'll come back to you for good. I promise that. But if you take too long to think about this, the price to get me back will steadily keep going up. Starting tomorrow, the price will rise by $10,000 if you don't make the choice right now. So try and be quick here.
After not talking to me for so long, and now asking to get back with me for a price, you think I'll just pay it? Could this mean you're having a really hard time on your own right now?
I'm not talking about my life right now. It has nothing to do with things between you and I getting better. I'm telling you that I'm willing to be kind enough to allow you to start talking to me again, so hurry up and say yes.
What?
And I mean, it's crazy that an ugly old lady like you was able to even find a doctor with all that money to marry him in the first place. Yo, stop trying to avoid me and give me an answer. I'm in a hurry right now.
Do you have a reason for talking to my mom right now?
Huh? Who is this?
So you're that Julia that she's always been talking about. I had a look at what you'd been talking about, and she was right on saying that you're a lost cause of a daughter.
Hey, come on now, who is this?
I bet things have been really rough for Mom in her past having to raise a daughter like you.
Who the hell is this? I'm tired of you being all secretive, so give me your name. Perhaps this is just some random loser?
I am Max, and I'm the son of the doctor that your mom had married. And ever since the both of them have gotten married, I've been living here with her.
Huh, and you think you know her more than me? That's lived with her since I was a baby?
I know that your mom is a very wonderful person. Do you even know why she was able to date my dad?
Why would I care about that stuff?
Your mom had been in very bad shape from how often she was stressed by her situation. And when she came to see my dad to seek help, she had lost around 30 pounds from not eating enough for a whole year.
I told you that I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. Who the hell even are you trying to be? Using my mom's phone to talk to me like you can say anything.
Your mom ended up in the hospital so that she could try and fight her illness. And after getting the right treatment to help her start feeling better again, she fell to my dad's feet, thanking him for all of his work. So what do you think?
Come on now, bud.
Your mom had lost her husband in a car accident a while back, right? Well, she didn't want to trouble anyone with the amount of stress and sadness that had all been put on her. And after you left, she was trapped for so long trying to fight her thoughts and save her health. But after she continued to fight back, she finally did something that most people could never do when they get into a deep depressive state, and that was to come looking for help from a specialist. And now I'm hearing that you keep talking down to my strong mother like she hasn't been through enough already?
Yeah. In other words, my mom was able to find the man of her dreams at the hospital. That's so cool. Congrats to her. Amazing woman. Yup. And is that why you're attached to her now? Because I know she has no use for you.
No, I'm with her now to protect her from the lost cause of a daughter that has so much debt that she had to come crawling back to her mother.
Huh? What? Why do you know?
You had married a man after you left your mom. But then he found out that you were cheating on him and then divorced you. But he also found out that you had been stealing his things and selling them to pawn shops for easy cash. And so when the divorce happened, you were stuck with having to pay a massive amount for the settlement and fines that he had asked for.
What? Why?
And now you have such massive debts that need to be paid, and that's why you're crawling back now. You heard from someone that your mom married a doctor, and that gave you the idea that you could come and get money from her again. And that's why you're back here begging for money. You really are pathetic.
Wait, why do you know about all that stuff regarding me?
Because I've made the choice to protect my mom. She would never make an enemy of anyone because she has got the sweetest heart. And I know that you're a danger to her. And when she told me that you were talking to her again, I immediately started to look deeper into you.
What? Who the hell are you? Tell me what you are.
I'm no one special, Julia. I just want to make sure that my mom is safe and away from dangerous people like you. So I'm not letting you get any further with us. Get lost.
Disgusting. If only my dad were here to see this garbage. Well, listen, bud. Let me tell you this. I'm related to that woman by blood and am her actual child. She would love me more than you any day of the week because of that.
You think she would still love you after you cut ties with her and vanished? You are the most useless waste of human being I've ever met.
I'm tired of this, so just hand the phone back to my mom so I can get somewhere with her. If she doesn't help me out soon, I'll make sure some unfortunate things start to happen. She's not going to leave me alone without helping me in some way, so hurry up and give her the dang phone.
Well, before I do that, you pay your mom back for all the things you stole from her.
Huh?
When you had left her house for the last time, you took almost all of your mom's valuable things, right? And the worst part of all of that is you also took her deceased husband's wedding ring from her. You pay her back for all of that stuff now.
Why would I ever pay her back a cent for that stuff? You need to stop talking, bud. What was at that house on the day I left was mine to take, so you don't get to tell me crap.
You poor thing. Until you pay her back for all those things, you're not allowed to talk to her. Do you not see how much you hurt your mom when you took that ring from your late father away from her?
She was with another man now, so it doesn't matter anymore. Why are you so worked up over that?
That's not what all of that means.
Jeez, this is getting so tedious. You're literally the reason why I hate men. I don't even need to be sitting right here listening to all the sewage that spills out of your mouth. All you're doing is being a little baby about things. Guess I'll have to take care of things personally.
Hey, what are you thinking of doing?
Wait, what's going on over here? Who the hell is living in my house?
Julia, what the hell have you gone and done? Your mom sold that house a while back, and right now, someone else is living in there.
Huh? What the? Because of her, the police have been called on me now.
Did you try and sneak into that house?
Well, I thought it was still my family's house, and I couldn't get the front door open because the door was locked, so I broke through the window to get in there. But then an alarm started to go off.
You are such a frickin' idiot.
You're the perfect example of an idiot, so you shut up. I think you need to start realizing all that sooner rather than later.
Are you still laughing about things? What are you planning to tell the police about this?
Oh, I'm not sticking around for them. The moment I heard the sirens coming, I sprinted away from there. But I think there was a camera that saw me. What do you think I should do about this?
I think you should be finished. Stop running from them and let them take you away. That would be best for you now that you've shown all your colors.
Shut up, dude. Why are you still using my mom's phone anyway? Give it back to her.
Hey, Julia? It's your mother.
It's about time that guy gave you back your phone. Mom, are you going to help me or not? I need just a little bit of money. And can you tell the police for me that this is all a misunderstanding? Then you won't even have to hand me the $5,000 and I'll still let you see me.
Julia, I'm going to be very brief about this. I no longer think of you as my daughter.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but I'd like you to stop texting me anymore. You've been gone for 3 years, and I think right now that it was a blessing that you had left me.
Hold on there, Mom. When I cut ties with you, you hated all that, right? Come on, I'm your real daughter, right? That stupid mama's boys of yours over there is nothing more than a waste of time. Are you really going to keep him around?
Do not say anything bad about my Max.
However you try and talk about him, he's an idiot. Who the hell is he anyways? Why does he know so much about me and care so much about you? All he is your new husband's son, right?
No. Max was the man that came and saved me from the car crash that killed your father years ago.
Huh? Hold up. Don't tell me that he was the one that pulled you from the car when that happened and took you to the hospital.
He must have told you a little bit about what happened, right? He was that guy. That's how a lot of things started. He had taken me to the hospital to be treated, but when I heard about your father's death, and then you left me later, I was on a dark path. And so one day, when I was in the darkest places of my mind, I ran back to that hospital, and his dad who became the man that helped me, and would later marry me. And ever since then, Max has always been there for me, because he knew how hard I struggled.
Is that how it all worked out? Well, I never knew any of that, but no matter what he did for you back then, why would you choose to have an idiot like him as your son?
And you think I'd want you to be my daughter when all you do is cause problems and ask for money? I'm sorry, but you have to stop. Do something with your own strength for once in your life.
Hey, what is going on here? Mom, you have never been this kind of person.
And I told you that you had left me for 3 years and I changed a lot.
All right. You don't have to take me back, but you better help me one last time. And then you and I can be done with one another forever. Right now, if I don't get helped, I'll be in huge trouble. Mom, your actual child is panicking right now. Are you not worried about me?
No, Julia. And Julia? The thing you should be doing right now as an adult is not texting me about your problems. You should be explaining what you did to the police, and then you should be paying back every penny you owe to the people whose house you broke into. That's all you have to do. I'm not going to reply to you anymore. Goodbye forever, Julia.
Wait! Hey, hold on, Mom. Reply to me right now. I need your help.
Hey, Mom, I'm sorry for doing all of that without your permission. After all you had told me about your daughter, and the news that she was coming back to you, I started looking into what she's been up to.
Don't worry about it, Max, and thank you. But can you tell me how you knew all of that stuff about what she was doing in her past?
Well, apparently she had been going around asking a lot of people about you, and after a little while, the news of her doing that reached my ears as well.
Is that so? I'm sorry for her causing you so much worry.
Why are you saying that? This has nothing to do with you, Mom.
No, the reason for that girl ending up the way she is all because of me. The day that her father had died in that accident and I was brought to the hospital for a while, she was in pain herself, and I had originally planned on going back home to raise her more and care for all her needs. But I think that me being saddened so much myself made her feel even more lonely and like she couldn't look at me the same anymore. And I was hoping that by having my husband's ring, I'd have the strength to carry on with her.
But you can't just blame all that's happened on yourself.
No, I was her mother and I have to be responsible for her actions. I really should have stayed strong and taken better care of her while we both had been in mourning. But I was so far gone in my own sadness that I could never think about her enough to care. And now that's caused her to act out and you were dragged into this mess.
It's alright now, Mom. I choose to do what I did because I wanted to protect you. Mom, what are you going to do about Julia now after everything that's happened?
I'd love to be kind and care for her again, but I think she needs a special kind of help from someone who is more strict and guiding to help her get back on the right path. And I've already decided to not talk to her anymore. I'm sure that she's going to be in a lot of pain for a while now. And it's tough for me knowing that she's in trouble and I'm not there to help her. After all, it's my fault that she's as troubled as she is now.
I see. I understand. Well then, how about we do this, Mom? How about you and I work on making sure that everything goes back to normal from here? You have a new life now, and the past shouldn't be able to haunt you like it has anymore.
After that, Julia ended up giving up and was taken into custody by the police that had chased her. At first, she had tried to ask one person down the street to pretend to be her dad and cover for her, but due to the fact that she was covered in cuts from the broken window, and she was such a maniac, the person slammed the door on her, forcing her to give up. Not only did she break and enter through the window to the person's house, but also damaged some furniture that she had climbed on before turning around and running. And so she ended up having to pay a giant settlement to the owner of that house, and was given a restraining order to never come within 500 feet of that property ever again. She was also charged for running from the police, but that was dropped in court when the judge learned that she was already in pretty deep and had nothing else to offer. And with that, the debt she had already had only grew worse. And so since she knew there was no way of getting out of the hell she had created on her own, she tried again and again to get a response from me. But I knew that if I gave in to her demands, she'd never stop, and so I had to ignore everything she asked for. And after a while of that, Julia gave up on trying to get me to help her and left the city. And at this moment in time, I have no idea where she's at or what she's doing, but I need to start teaching myself to not care about that stuff anymore, like I had been doing before. I am still worried about her, but I know that the only thing I can do is wish that she'll find a way to help herself get better and out of that hell. As for how my life's going, I'm still living with my husband and my son Max, and we're all having a lovely life. I had always known that Max would be there to help me, but after seeing how far he went to protect me from the horrors of my past, I am so happy to have him as a son.
I heard that you and your husband both work jobs, right, Tina? Good evening, Lori. We do both work at the same time, but what does that have to do with you? I feel so sorry for you guys. That must mean that one or both of you doesn't bring in enough income for your family, right? What are you talking about right now? I'm not wrong, am I? If your husband was able to work a job that allowed him to support both you and him, he wouldn't be asking for you to work as well, right? So if he's not able to bring in that kind of money, does this mean that your husband is at the lowest position in the company he works for? I should have known that you'd start to be rude to me again today. I'm sorry, Lori, but this time your hopes of my husband being garbage or something like that won't be coming true. My husband is neither working in the lowest position within the company, nor is he making a salary that can't support the both of us. Is that what you think then, Tina? Because I'm not sure you're 100% aware of everything going on with him. I think I am aware, considering I'm his wife. But one thing that I'm not aware of is just how much he's making. What? In other words, your husband is not willing to tell you the amount he's making? Are you sure that he's not trying to hide something very important from you there? I don't have a good feeling about any of that. The way he's hiding the amount he makes from you, it tells me that he's not making enough money right now. Well, he and I have a way of living our lives that's probably different from yours, so please don't feel obligated to say anything else about it. And know that he's not trying to hide anything from me. And another thing, the reason I'm working a job is because I like the company I work for and want to continue being a part of them. And if something were to happen in our lives that needed one of us to stop working, I feel we'd both continue to be financially safe. What are you going on about? I know that it must be so difficult for you two to live as moneyless lowlives. Can you please stop acting as though he and I are without money right now? So you guys aren't going to be having a wedding because of your tight pockets right now? What? We still plan to have our wedding. You should have already gotten the invitation in the mail about our wedding coming up soon, right? Oh, that was meant to be a serious invitation? I thought that you and your husband were just trying to play around with us. What do you mean by that, Lori? Well, the fact that you're both moneyless, yet are planning to have a wedding at the wedding hall as gorgeous as that is just a dead giveaway that you're joking about the wedding. Do you think you'll have the money to afford a place like that? That invitation was not sent out to everyone as some sort of prank. And as for getting a reservation at a place like that for the wedding, we happened to get some help from one of my husband's friends from his work. He was able to get us a spot at a place as beautiful as that, so both my husband and I are really looking forward to our special day. Well, it would be just wonderful if you guys could end up actually giving that wedding. It would be just fantastic to see two moneyless losers become happy at a wedding like that. Could you please start lightening up on the amount of insults you throw at us? Now, thank you for texting me today. I have work to get back to, so I'll be going.
Are you actually planning on having this wedding?
What? Now even you're going to start talking to me about my wedding?
Well, if you're hoping to get any money or gifts from us, then you should stop all of that. Hearing about some moneyless lowlives like you guys throwing a wedding is crazy. Not even I am able to imagine what one would have to do to borrow enough money for a place like that.
Hold on, Wyatt. Why are you saying rude things like that now? This to me looks like a textbook case of your wife brainwashing you, but she really did a number on you making you talk that way about me and my husband. I do remember you and Lori never coming to meet my husband before we were married, but still.
Well, from what I can see, whatever money you do have left is going to be wasted on that wedding if you go through with it. Well,
why are you saying that? Even my husband said that he really wants to talk with you.
I don't have the time or want to talk with someone like him about anything. I already know for a fact that man of yours is good for nothing, just based off the fact that he's making you work a job as well instead of being his housewife. I feel as though your marriage isn't going to make it very far, so there's no point in me wasting time getting to know him. When a man has little money, their chances of being divorced go way up. So I'm betting that'll be coming really soon for him.
You're being a jerk right now, Wyatt. It's fine with you giving small jabs at us here and there because you're my brother, but recently you've really been taking it too far. Ever since you ended up marrying that Lori chick, you've changed for the worst. For now, can you at least try and hide that ugly face of yours until after we have our wedding? Because if you come to the wedding acting like that, you'll regret it more than you'll find it acceptable. Today's the day of your wedding, right, Tina? But unfortunately for you, my husband and I do not have the time to be coming to a wedding for two measly lowlifes right now. What? I know it's only a few minutes before the start of your wedding, but we're canceling. What are you going on about now, Lori? I'm talking about how my husband and I will both be taking the day off from your wedding. We feel that being there to give you guys money or a gift would be a huge waste of our own time and money. What? So you want to tell me that right now of all times? I know that you're having a great time telling me that right before the start of my special day, but you're going to regret not showing up today. Well, both Wyatt and I do not want to attend the wedding of a couple of losers. I know it's only a few minutes out, but he and I are canceling. Then you're no longer allowed inside the wedding hall anymore. I was never planning on coming. And when I say you're no longer allowed in, I mean that very personally. Even if you do come out here and try getting in through the doors, we'll have them locked. Just as you've said yourself, there is no need for a couple like you to be here at a loser's wedding to give them any gifts or money. So don't worry about the late notice. Goodbye. What the heck, Tina? Is your wedding already started now? What is it that you want from me now? The wedding is already starting, so please don't waste any more of my time. Right now, both Wyatt and I are coming out there. We'll be at the wedding hall in a little bit here. Even if the two of you are crying your hearts out to be let into the wedding hall today, I'll make sure that you're both kept outside. Huh? Why would you do that? It hasn't even been an hour yet since I told you that I'd never be letting you into the wedding hall, and you've already forgotten that? You told me you were fine with that, and that's why you're not going to be let in now. So please, stay the hell away from here. That's not what any of this is about right now. Things have changed for the both of us. Wyatt just received a call a little bit ago from his boss. Oh, well, I was thinking about how something like that would probably happen soon. My husband is the CEO of a very well-regarded company, and a lot of other companies' leaders are at the wedding right now. And my brother's company is a partner to my husband's, and so a lot of his company's higher-ups are here right now attending the wedding. Why did you never tell either one of us something as important as that before? Normally anyone would say something like that to everyone around them. And right now, information like that is the most important thing for my husband and I to know about. Why is it that important for you two to know? Because those leaders, his bosses, are the ones that will be promoting him soon to a much better position. And all of them being at the wedding today means he'll have the perfect chance to sit down with them all and talk more about personal things, right? Well, from what I've heard, this was supposed to be the perfect occasion for both my brother and my husband to talk over different things regarding their partnership, right? What? Well, that's just too bad now. We've already told everyone that you both looked down on us, thinking we were without any money, so those talks won't be happening. You're telling me that the CEO of the company that my husband's been working with wanted to talk with him today? That means today is the only chance for Wyatt. You let us into that wedding hall right now. But I already told you it's too late now. Why is it too late? You must really not be aware of the problems you've created for yourself with the way you've treated my husband and I, huh? The CEO of the company that Wyatt's been working with this whole time is the same man you both continued to call a lowlife and moneyless for making me work a job as well while married. But At the time, I had no clue about that. That would have been the perfect time for you to tell me that he's the CEO of that company and that you both really do have money. All you have to say to me was that your husband is a CEO, and that would have ended everything I was saying. Then we never have to be asking you to let us into the wedding, and Wyatt could be discussing the next deal with your husband. You were the ones that called him a moneyless lowlife because I never wanted to be a housewife. There was never going to be a stop to what you were saying about us had I told you he's a CEO. Well, at this point, it's all impossible to change. So sorry that you lost the one and only chance to have your husband look good in front of all his superiors. Anyway, I have a wedding to get going with, so I'll talk to you another time. Wait, Tina! Even Wyatt is telling me that he had no clue that your husband is the CEO of that company. We had both never known about what your husband did for a living, and so there was no reason for us to act any other way than we had. I'm not sure what you mean by all of that, but what was your goal in talking to me the way you had been and treating my husband like he was nothing? I have no plans of letting you two into the wedding now. After all, you guys were the ones to cancel on us, right? And we had canceled before learning about what all was going to happen at the wedding today. All of that has nothing to do with the way you treated us. I have no need for family that is going to treat my husband and I like we're nothing more than bags of trash. I think I'm going to use this event as a way to finally cut ties with both you and Wyatt. I understand just how angry you are with us right now and why that is. But can you at least let my husband into the wedding hall? He's your own brother, Tina. Give him the chance to get his well-deserved promotion. I will not. What? Why not? Do you not feel bad for what you're doing to your brother right now? And I'd like to ask the same thing of him after the way he treated my husband and I. What? I want to know if he feels bad for calling his sister's husband a lowlife, and if he feels anything at all for canceling on our wedding. Honestly, he isn't even family to me anymore after what he pulled today. Did he really think it was a good idea to wait until the last moment to tell me that he was going to stay away from my wedding and call me moneyless? Well, I was the one that told you that, not him. Well, before this, I had invited the both of you out to see my husband and get to know him before we married. My husband had really wanted to meet the both of you back then. I think he knew that my brother was working with his company as partners, and he wanted to get him into a position with more responsibilities, but also more pay. But my brother gave the excuse that coming out to see my husband would be a waste of his time and money and never came. That's what my brother chose, not you. But had you told him that your husband is the CEO, then everything would be different now, right? All you needed to say was that your husband is the CEO. I didn't want my brother coming out to see my husband because of his chance of a promotion, though. I wanted him coming out to meet my husband because he's my family, and that would be the right thing to do. I knew that Wyatt would have to give up some of his time to come out and see us, but had he come, we would have told him then about how my husband's the CEO of the company he works with. But Wyatt chose to never come out and see his family, so that's that. This is all on him now, and he's responsible for not being allowed into my wedding anymore. No matter how much you both try to get yourselves let into my wedding, no matter how much your husband's promotion rides on it, you're not allowed in. You're going to act like this just because he never came out to see your husband before you married him? It's not just because of that, Lori. Before Wyatt was married to you, he was never that serious about his time and money. But now that you're his wife, he's changed into someone that's stingy and very judgmental of others based off of their income. He is always complaining about things, and it makes me miss my brother when he was single. Don't tell me that you only see my brother as your wallet, and that's why he's become so worried about money. That is not the problem at hand right now. Can't you see that the both of us have rushed all the way out here now because we see how serious the situation is now? Would you please let us in there so that we can be a part of the wedding? I'm telling you that you're both being pains in my butt. I'm no longer in the state of mind where I want to support the two of you any longer. So I'm not going to be letting either one of you into my wedding hall. What? You have to be lying, right? We are already waiting outside the main entrance to the wedding hall. There's a security guard standing at the door, and no matter how many times we tell him that Wyatt is your brother, he won't budge. Yeah, that's because I told him that's fine. The security guard is not to let either of you in. I don't think he'll be letting you anywhere near that door today. Now, I am in the middle of my wedding, so good day to you both. And, you can start thinking of me as a complete stranger now, so goodbye forever. Why did you not let either one of us into your wedding? Right now, Wyatt is pissed at me for everything and saying that I'm the only one to blame. He says that I began to talk way too much and ended up getting ourselves locked out. Well, there is that. But you could just explain to him that this also falls on his shoulders for tagging along with you and making fun of my husband and I and canceling on the wedding. Tell him that he's to blame just as much as you are because he allowed himself to be brainwashed by you. Well, either way, we're pretty much at that point now where I can say I'm cutting ties with the both of you. What? What are you talking about, Tina? I'm in a huge fight now with Wyatt because of what you did to us. You left us outside the wedding hall all day, so can you at least help me get out of this now? Huh? What makes you think you can ask me for help after all you've done? It's because of you and that wedding that my husband and I's relationship is going to fall apart. You're the only one that's able to fix things between us now after all of that. And I bet if you have your husband come as well and talk business with Wyatt, that Wyatt will begin to calm down more and start being nice to me again. Do you think you can do that for the both of us? I'm so glad that you still haven't learned anything from this and are coming to me asking for help. Makes me feel like I am better than you now. What do you mean? It's nothing. Just know that both my husband and I are finished with you both. No, what? Are you actually being serious about cutting ties with us both? Well, right now all I can see is a brother who doesn't even care enough about his little sister to come to her wedding and is viewed by all his superiors as an absolute screw-up. And my husband has already cut ties with you two, so there's really no need for me to talk with either of you anymore. Make sure to tell Wyatt that my husband is no longer willing to put in a good word for him either, so consider that promotion gone. What the hell, Tina? Are you really planning to let your own brother and I just crash like this? Do you and your husband not feel that you've gone way too far now? Wyatt has nothing to do with us anymore. He's just a stranger now. The weight that comes with making fun of my husband is very heavy. And we're going to make sure that after today, we never have to hear from or see either of you two again. And if your husband is to lose his position working with my husband's company for good, then you'll never have anything to do with us. Lose his position? Do you really think that Wyatt will be demoted over something like this? I never thought that the talks he was supposed to have at that wedding were so important. I'm sure that when his pay is cut with the demotion, you living as his housewife will no longer work anymore. And from that point on, you'll no longer think about calling other couples that work jobs at the same time lowlifes ever again, right? Poor things, you two. Now, enjoy whatever dwindling days you have left as a housewife, okay? You did a great job this time, and I hope you enjoy the life of being moneyless and depressed. And just as Tina had been explaining to Lori, her husband gave Wyatt's bosses a bad word about him, and he lost his position making deals with Tina's husband's company. Following that, he was then demoted to working the front desk of the office building, and would be given a major pay cut with that. Because of that, he was no longer bringing in enough money for himself and Lori, which led to her then having to find a job as well. This then led to their relationship becoming increasingly strained as they spent day after day fighting one another. I'm sure that soon those two will begin to consider getting a divorce, but if that is to happen, Wyatt will be left with no wife, no sister, and a rather sad job. And as for Lori, well, I'm not really sure if she'll be left with much either, but that's totally okay.
Hey, I kind of have something important that I want to talk about with you real quick.
Oh, what is it? Is it going to take long? If it's about increasing your allowance, I'm most definitely not going to do that for you. If anything, I was planning on reducing and cutting back on your allowance starting next month. Definitely not going to raise it.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about with you. Actually, I was planning on potentially quitting my job here. I have a lot of reasons, but...
What? What are you talking about? You really are going to quit? Does that mean you're going to be unemployed? You won't have a job? You're already in your 40s, you realize that, right? What are you planning on doing after you quit your job? Do you have something in mind?
Well, I was planning on starting my own business, you know? I think I told you before about this whole business thing. I've always wanted to start my own restaurant and run it ever since I was young.
What? Are you serious? You really need to stop fooling around like that and work a real job, like the one you have right now. How could you be so silly to daydream like that? I'm honestly kind of appalled. You're not young anymore. You have a family. You realize that. Just give up on your hopes and dreams, okay?
We got married really early in my life when I should have been experiencing life. We even had our first child. I've been working hard ever since then with no complaints to make sure that our family stays happy and safe. But Janice is already legal now and has already found a place to work, you know? She's over with college and everything. We've already saved up quite a bit of savings and everything here on out. Like, we don't need to worry about it anymore. I feel that if we wanted to do something, now would be the perfect time to do.
Okay, yeah. Very great joke. You're seriously such a little joker, aren't you? So I'm gonna need you to work real hard and work late today to make sure that you bring in that money for us, okay?
I actually wanted to talk about this last week, but I never really had the chance to do that. So, to be frank with you, I already quit work today. I put in my resignation letter to my boss before I left. Sorry that I didn't tell you sooner, but I really couldn't figure out what the best timing was.
What? Are you serious right now? Tell me you're joking with me, right? I don't want to listen to your stupid little jokes anymore. I'm not going along with any of this crap. If it's a prank, you need to stop right now.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but this isn't a joke or a prank. I was seriously thinking about everything that I wanted to do and my goals, and this was a conclusion that I ended up at.
You're lying. Tell me that you're lying to me, and this is all just made up. Tell me that you didn't honestly just quit your job that you've been working so hard at age 45. You're telling me that you're jobless starting today. You're a NEET.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm jobless. But don't worry, baby. I got it all figured out. I'm not just doing this with nothing planned out ahead.
I'm not going to accept this. I'm not okay with any of this going on right now. I will not forgive you for this. I want you to get your job back.
I mean, you say you don't forgive me or to go get my job back, but I already quit my job, and I've been telling you time and time again that it'll be alright because I planned everything out. How about for once in the 20 years that we've been married, you trust me with what I'm doing for myself and my family?
I've made the worst mistake of my life spending my marriage with a man like you. You're the absolute worst. I'm seriously at a wit's end here. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. How are you going to take care of me with no job? What are you going to do? Love my purses into existence? Do you realize that we have our own daughter to take care of too? How could you?
Hey, okay, you need to calm down, Anna. A daughter that you keep bringing up has already found a place of employment. I don't have any job right now, but that doesn't mean that I have no source of passive income. I'm gonna be settling everything up so that we can keep living together comfortably, so don't worry. You can relax a little bit, okay?
How could I possibly not worry? You really expect me to relax? You piece of trash? You're the worst man that has ever come into my life. I don't need you anymore. You've used up your value to me.
What are you talking about? You don't need me anymore. That's taking it a little too far, don't you think? That's the way you treat me the second I tell you that I've resigned from my job? What the hell, Anna? I worked my ass off for over 20 years for this family to make sure that everyone is totally happy and safe. I've never complained that my monthly allowance is only $1,000 a month, never. I've had almost no money for me to do anything for my hobbies. I've abandoned all of them. I have no intention of hearing you complain about my decisions after I worked this hard to keep this going.
Yeah, you're useless considering you have no job. You're unemployed, which means that you're going to be living all alone from now on. I'm going to be talking to Janice about all of this, you understand? I'm sure that she's going to have the same opinion as me, but we'll see.
I'll tell her, don't worry. I planned on telling her tonight anyway. Where'd you go, sweetie? How come no one's at the house right now? It's literally empty. Where are you, Janice? And do you know where Mom is right now?
I'm going to be staying with Mom tonight. We're not going to be with you. I heard from Mom you were apparently fired, right? What a loser.
Fired? I wasn't fired at all. What are you talking about? I literally resigned of my own free will. What is Mom talking about? I turned in my resignation papers the day I left.
Oh, come on now. Now you're just being picky. It's all the same thing. How could you possibly make yourself unemployed at that age? You're literally 45. You realize that your 22-year-old daughter has a job, right? She's employed? Are you some kind of idiot? What's wrong with you?
You really need to watch your mouth. You shouldn't be calling your own father stupid. You need to watch what you say before you say it.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I'll say what I want when I want.
What do you mean? What has gotten into you?
You're not my father or even family to me. You're just gone. I can't possibly think that a piece of trash like you is my own father. There's no way.
You're really going to go that far? You don't want to stop at all? Look at you and your mother doing the same thing. Just cutting me loose as soon as you realize I don't have a job and I'm trying to pursue my dreams.
I mean, let's be real. I've always considered you to be nothing more than an ATM for me to get money from. But you don't even work as an ATM from now on, so you're completely useless to me. I don't need you. You're just some rotten old man with no job, no money, and now you have no wife or daughter. Mom and I are going to be living with each other, and we're never going to live with you ever again, you rotten sack of shit.
What the hell has gotten into you? What are you talking about not living with me?
Has Mom really not texted you yet? She said she would. Anyway, we're both going to be staying somewhere else tonight where you aren't around. While we're over here having a great time, you make sure to pack your things up and leave. I want you and your stuff gone by tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? You shitty, useless, rotten old man.
Janice, you seriously the same girl that I raised? My own flesh and blood? You're seriously taking all this too far. How could you say such things?
Taking it too far? I'm just telling you facts. If you think that's bullying, then that's your problem. I don't plan on meeting you from now on, so you better hurry up and get the hell out of our house. You're unwelcome now.
Are you two seriously planning on chasing me out of my home?
How about you talk about this kind of thing with Mom? I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm seriously getting tired of talking to you, so yeah. You're going to be blocked. Goodbye, shitty ex-dad.
You're not gonna stop, I understand now. Thank you for being honest with me. I just got a message from Janice. We just spoke for a little. She was seriously taunting me to no end. She wouldn't let up. What are you talking about me getting fired for? I didn't get fired and you know it. What did I ever do to you for you to act like this? I don't deserve this kind of abuse.
I don't have any kind of use for some old guy in his mid-40s with no job. Do you really think that you have some kind of value? Tell me right now what you think you're worth.
What? What are you talking about, my worth?
Let me elaborate what I mean then. In a single word, money. You were only keeping us together and staying with you because you were keeping us with money. If you don't have any money, we aren't family, and I'm pretty sure that Janice has already told you about how she doesn't consider you to be family. I just think that you're a piece of shit with no use to me, Janice or society, really. That's what both of us think.
You're taking this way too far and saying way too much. Are you being serious right now? Or is this all some kind of terrible joke?
You have no idea how serious I'm being right now. I can't be more serious. Truth be told, I kind of just wish you would cease to exist entirely. I don't want you to ever be breathing the same air as I am. Oh, and just to be clear, I'm going to be living in that house with Janice. You will be leaving. Right now, you need to just focus on getting all of your stuff ready. I'm going to be going back to that house starting tomorrow, and I don't want to see you there. Understood?
Yeah, I can't believe what I'm reading. I thought you were just messing around with me to try to josh me or something, but you're actually being serious about all the crap that you've been saying. I've been working this hard and tirelessly to devote my life for the success and happiness of this family. I'm glad to know that's what you thought of me right now, to be honest with you. I'll play by your rules then. I'll leave the house as soon as possible. It doesn't look like I'll be able to have a nice life if I try to stay around you two anyway.
So you finally figured it out, huh? You finally understand. Apparently you really didn't understand what your value was to this family and why exactly you were around with us at all. Did you really feel like you had any value around us when you quit your job? I mean, seriously, how? Janice is saying that she'll live with me too, so make sure that we get the divorce rolling because I want you to get the hell out of the house ASAP.
All right, sounds good. You guys stay safe and healthy.
You better not show your face around us anymore.
I'll listen to you and give you what you want. I'll leave the house just like you said. I don't think I'll ever see either of you ever again, but thank you for everything that you two have given me up until now. I had a lot of nice memories. You guys take care.
Hey Jay, long time no talk, huh? It's been a minute. So, are you able to see me sometime? Maybe meet up for some coffee? I'm reaching out to you again because I want to live with you and everyone else again. Let's all live together again.
Excuse me, who am I talking to right now? Who is this?
What are you talking about, you silly goose? We're all family, remember? Janice is saying that she wants to see you too. She should be texting you soon. Come on, let's all live together again. I'm sure you've missed us too, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and answer that with a cold hard no. What the hell are you talking about anyway, Anna? Have you completely lost your mind? We've gotten divorced. We're complete strangers right now. Do you understand? We're not family or friends. What exactly you're suddenly coming out and texting me for? Why are you really messaging me and wanting to live with me?
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. We're not completely strangers. We were married for over 20 years, and we're husband and wife for that time, too. You can't say that your own daughter is also some random stranger, right?
You and Janice are both guilty of wanting to chase me out of the house. I didn't want to, but you two chased me away. Why do I have to start caring about you two now? After all that you two have done to me? To me, you two are complete strangers. I don't know you, and I don't want to be involved in your lives.
You don't understand how difficult things have been over here for Janice and I. Are you sure that we can't live together anymore? Can I maybe change how you feel about that?
I don't care what kind of terrible tragedy is going on to the world's shittiest mom and daughter. It has nothing to do with me. Literally zip, nada, good luck.
We don't have anything to do with each other. Oh, come on now. Don't be saying mean things like that. I heard that your business was a huge success, right? It really took off.
Oh, you saw the TV program, did you?
I was actually incredibly surprised. You caught me off guard. I didn't think that I'd ever see you like this again. I really expected to see you some other way. I was so proud to see you, though. You were so incredible and amazing.
I did incredible things with my business, you're right. It took off. I became a restaurant owner that is so crazy successful that I even have my own TV cooking show now. I'm sure you saw the interview that CNN had on me, right? That's why I decided to reach out to me and see if you could get back together with me, right? It's clear as day that you're only in it for the money. I mean, could you make it any more obvious? You're such a wretched woman. I really don't believe how I could have married such a gold digger to begin with.
Why would you say such things like that? Come on. Don't be so rude. And so what if we were after the money? Is that really that bad of a thing? Besides, the whole reason that we divorced was because you decided to quit your job and be unemployed. I thought that you wouldn't have any form of income. That's why I had to split up with you. If you had money, then it was a waste to divorce you. I shouldn't have divorced you at all. What's wrong with wanting to live with you again? That's right, there's literally nothing you can say to explain how it's wrong.
The fact that you're sitting here bragging about how you want to live with me again really baffles me. How could you sit here proud like that? Let me rephrase what you're asking me. You want me to become your personal ATM, right? That's what you're saying. Let me just tell you right now, I have zero intention of being your ATM. If you don't have anything else for me, I'm gonna be leaving now. Please don't contact me again.
Please, just hear me out. Don't just leave me. I'm begging you, hear me out. I thought that everything would be fine because Janice had a job and everything would be fine. But then she said that she didn't really like the workplace environment. She quit like 3 days later. Now she's just kind of holed up in her room and won't come out.
She's a shut-in, huh? It's gotta be pretty tough for everyone involved.
Right? You're worried now, right? You should be.
I mean, considering how aggressive she is, I'm sure she's not making it any easier on herself or anyone that wants to help her out either, right?
Wait, what?
That all should be solved on her own. I shouldn't have to help her out. She's already legal. You should be able to handle her own decisions and figure out her own things. There's nothing that I can do anymore. I've got nothing to do with you. You guys are the one that cut me off. I didn't want to at first, but you forced my hand, remember? Or did you forget?
But the circumstances are a little bit different now, aren't they? It's not the same as they were before. It's not my fault that Janice hasn't been able to keep her job. She's just like how you were before, unemployed. We don't have any income. Neither one of us do, you understand? What the hell are we supposed to do from here on out? Tell me. Even if we have the house, we can't survive with no money or income. It's just not possible.
If Janice isn't gonna work at all, how about you decide to pick up the slack and start working yourself? You're still in your early 40s, you can literally do anything. At least any kind of part-time job.
I can't work right now, are you kidding me? I haven't worked for over 20 years, it's too late for me. Also, you remember what little savings I had? The little amount that we were able to save up and manage to keep during the divorce? Janice used all of it up and even started taking out loans to pay for her stupid online games. She kept opening boxes or something. I don't know.
I see. I didn't realize how far she'd fallen. It sounds like you're gonna be having a pretty hard time living with her, huh? I mean, to be honest with you, I think you two deserve each other and everything you've got coming your way. You guys just figure it out amongst yourselves, okay? I'll be focusing on my own work.
But then I'll have to work. I won't be able to do nothing all day while cashing in on someone else's hard work. I need to get back with you and you need to get back with me, Jay. If we do, then we could just live together and everything's solved. You'll be happy and I'll be happy living off of you too. Why wouldn't you do that for me, Jay? Come on. You always just shut up and listen to everything I've told you to do. Just do this one more time and everything will be fine.
I've been listening to everything you've ever had to tell me for over 20 years. I never complained. I don't know how many times I've counted that I worked so hard, and yet I only got about $100 a month for money that I can spend freely. I always kept it to myself without complaining, though, because I thought that was what was best for my family at the time. I listened to everything you've had to say and always prioritized your directions. I even obeyed your orders for when you wanted me to leave the house. I didn't fight it. The house that I bought taking out a loan, I made sure to change the title of the house to your name, and I gave you everything, Anna. I mean, that may be true, but what more do you want from me, Anna? What else can you squeeze out of me? I'm gonna live my own life from now on and not worry about anything else. I'm just gonna focus and do me. You should also focus on your own decisions and come to terms instead of being regretful of everything. We're completely done with each other, do you understand? There is no us anymore. I hope you understand that. The sooner you figure it out, the better. Don't contact me again.
How could you push me away like that and be so cold? Why are you being so mean? You're so rich that you shouldn't have to worry about it. Just reach out and save me. Come on. You don't understand the difficulties we're going through because we're taking a bunch of loans out. They're constantly coming to us for payments. Aren't you worried about your lovely ladies?
I don't really care what you're asking me. My answer is always gonna be a resounding no. I think that I've done more than enough for you two for 20 years. I really don't need to do anything more for you guys. And like I keep saying, you guys were the ones that wanted to get me to leave, remember? I didn't say anything about leaving. If you can't come back and say anything to me when I'm spitting cold hard facts, how about you just calm down and come to terms with the fact that you just need to give up?
But I don't want to do any work.
Oh, and by the way, just so you know, I already have someone I'm seeing. So I'm not available or up for grabs at the moment.
What? Someone you're seeing? Like a girlfriend?
Yeah, so sorry to break it to you, but my private life and my professional life are both going extremely well. There was a reason I was waiting for over 20 years to do this. I think it's all worth it now. I get to wake up and go to my dream job and live my life however I like to live my life. There's really nothing more I'd like to ask for. I've literally got everything I'd ever hoped for.
You're really that happy? I don't believe you.
Janice has grown up and she's legal now. I have no obligation to give her any kind of advice or child support. I don't even have any kind of legal obligation to talk or otherwise be around you two works of art. Do you finally understand me, Anna? I'm not interested in you. You just have to live your own life and do your own thing because no one will help you or come to rescue you.
Are you seriously going to just abandon us like that, Jay? I'm so sorry, Jay. Please forgive me. We used to be such a lovely family. Come on. What are you talking about with a girlfriend? I'm sure she's just fun, right? You can't just be cutting us all away like that. That's the worst thing you can do to us.
What are you talking about? Why, you're acting like you're in some kind of drama or something. You literally did whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted for the past 20 years, using my money. But the second I quit my job, you cut me off like some kind of tumor being removed. Just remember that all of this was brought on by yourself. It has nothing to do with what I did to you.
I'm sorry, I promise that I won't do that again. I really don't want to work, and I really didn't expect you to be so successful, you know? I just felt like you were some useless, jobless slob. Please save me. Don't abandon me, Jay.
I'm gonna say no one more time. Stop making me repeat myself. How about you just try to live on your own for once, huh? You must be so glad that Janice decided to live with you.
Anna really didn't expect things to turn out the way they did when she reached back out to him. She was dumped and rejected immediately. She probably didn't expect him to cut her out of his life like that. Anna didn't feel like she wanted to work, and they eventually ran completely out of all their savings. They were drowning in debt, so she ended up working in a factory to make ends meet. Jay, on the other hand, ran his extremely successful restaurant business, and his luck didn't seem to run out at all. He was actually scheduled to get remarried to an ex-model. She was extremely beautiful. All of the tough things that he had to put up with through his life paid off. He finally started to feel like he was alive again. Anna saw him being successful on TV and kept messaging him every time she saw him doing better than before. She must have felt really in the wrong for everything and been upset about the fact that she couldn't have him as her man. She brought all of this on herself. Talk about revenge as a dish best served cold.
Hey, you. Are you the dispatcher from that hiring place the company looked into? Is this the correct number that I'm messaging? What's your name?
Yes, hello there. I'm the dispatcher that's just been hired. My name is Lola Baxter, and I suppose I'll be working with you soon, so...
Oh, okay. So you're Lola. To be honest, I don't care about your name right now. I'm really not up for pleasantries. You came to our branch office today on a temporary basis.
Yes, that's right, sir. I did. It's nice to be acquainted with you. I look forward to working together, and I hope that we can get along well.
I'm Barney Hunter, the branch president's son. Starting today, I'll be in charge of your training and what you'll learn at this company. If you even think about trying to disobey my orders, I won't accept any of your behavior, and you'll be out of here before I can say you're fired. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, sir. I'll listen and do the best that I can do in my job. What should I be doing exactly, sir? I do understand I may need some training, but I couldn't help but wonder. After taking a quick look at this department, I've found a few things in some areas that are in need of improvement, so I'd like to share this information in a meeting. I would like this meeting held within the department so that I can communicate what improvements need to be made so that we're all on the same page.
Excuse me? What did you just ask for? You're kidding me, right? You turn around and say that when you're literally just been dispatched? Anyway, let's just have some tea today and then you can watch and learn how everything is done, alright? You don't want to stress yourself on the first day, okay? You can watch the other employees work under the direction of our brilliant branch manager. You'll see how well he leads everyone. Also, I want you to please learn about the in-company system that I developed, alright? You should at least do that much today.
Well, with that being said, sir, it would be a little unrealistic to suddenly just start learning by only watching everyone else. I should actually be doing other things as well. Don't you have a manual or something to help train new employees? It would be really beneficial to me if I could read that as well as watch the employees.
You want to read a training manual? I don't know anything about that. You've hardly been here for that long and you're already starting to talk back? That's not going to get you anywhere in this company. You know, I really do hate sassy women like you sometimes.
Excuse me? What did you just say about me, sir? That statement is a very inappropriate thing to say to a new employee, so please take that back.
Oh, did I hit a nerve, little girl? You want to take back what I said? Why should I, when I'm a higher rank than you? I can say what I like. You obey me, not the other way around. You're just a temporary employee, Lola. I'm just trying to make you feel more comfortable around me. I'm your boss after all. Okay, let's get on with what I actually want to say. I'll ask you to give a speech at this morning's meeting today. Think about what you want to say. Starts at around 10 o'clock, so I wouldn't leave it until then to figure out what you want to say. Be prepared, Lola.
Wait a minute, what? You want me to give a speech in front of the entire staff room? You could have told me this a little earlier on so I had more time.
Yes, but you'll be fine. We give speeches to let other employees know a bit more about you. It's so you can make a new friend as a temporary employee. Now, you've got 30 minutes to give your speech. Surely you'll be able to say a bunch about yourself in 30 minutes, right?
Are you seriously making me, as a first-time employee to your company today, you're going to make me speak about myself for 30 minutes? Well, surely it's not just going to apply only to me, right? Does this maybe apply to other newcomers in the company as well?
Of course! This is just a norm for people that come into our company branch. If you have any problems with the script, please come and talk to me about it. But if you're not going to do this properly, I'll have no choice but to give you a lecture on how to do speeches properly. You're an adult, so you can do this.
But, sir, this is absolutely unnecessary. How am I supposed to talk about myself for 30 minutes to complete strangers I've never met before? Excuse me, sir, sorry to bother you this early in the morning, but I have a question. Barney, who's in charge of my training, asked me to do a 30-minute speech at the morning meeting. Do you as the branch president understand what's going on here? Is this a typical thing that newcomers do at the company?
Are you a temporary employee who's joining us today? I'm sorry, but what's brought this on all of a sudden? Doing speeches when you first arrive has become the norm at this branch. It may be difficult at first, but just do your best.
Oh, okay. So are you asking other new employees and temporary employees to do the same thing? They all do a 30-minute speech?
Well, it's pretty obvious that all the people do a speech when they're a new worker. That's usually the case anyway. There are some who can't even do that and run off. This is a necessary step to measure one's suitability as a member of our company's society. everyone should be able to talk in front of others with no issues.
But if it's to measure aptitude, why wasn't this done at the time of my interview? I think it's wrong to measure someone's suitability the morning of joining a new company.
Who do you think you are, speaking to me like this? Are you judging how I should do things at my own company? That's so rude. Are you trying to tell me that you don't want to give a speech so much that you thought it would be okay to come to me directly about it? The branch president?
It's not that I don't want to do it, Mr. Hunter. I'm just against this outrageous custom. Why give such a long speech in front of everyone for? I was surprised to learn that even the branch president tolerates this. Who even came up with this idea? It's not really necessary. And also, along with having to do this, being told to do it on the morning of the day I'm supposed to give my speech is nothing more than a nuisance to me and other employees.
Oh, great. I knew that a temporary employee would give me some stick eventually. I guess that would be you. I've got no choice but to complain to the staffing agency about this. Look, I won't if you just do what you're told to do. You have no need to voice your opinion at this time. Doing the speech is what it means to be a member of our company's world.
Okay, fine. I understand, sir. There's no need to go to the staffing agency about this. I'll do the speech at 10 o'clock like I'm supposed to. However, I'm still against doing this. I'm going to contact the head office about this, and I'll ask for a decision by them.
Okay, so be it. But I'm sometimes at the head office. If there's something that I don't like being done, I'll immediately tell someone at that office. But even at the head office, we've got no time to listen to every single complaint that some young and temporary employee has to say.
Well, no matter what they tell me, I'm going to ask them for a decision on this. Surely they'll agree with some of my points. By the way, there are also several other improvements that need to be made at your branch office. I'll summarize it in writing and submit it to you later.
Okay, sure. Do whatever you like. The person who's in charge of your training name is Barney Hunter, is that correct?
Yes, that's him, Barney Hunter. He introduced himself to me as the branch president's son. He definitely made that point very clear.
That's him, yes. I basically leave everything about the branch office up to him. If you want anything done, he'll do it. I'm sure he'll treat you well.
But I don't understand. He's still new to the company, isn't he, Mr. Hunter? Don't you think it's a bit soon in his career to be leaving all the duties to him?
No, there's nothing wrong with doing that if he's capable. As a father, I know everything I need to know about Barney's work ethic, and it's excellent. I decided to leave everything to him, so everything's okay. I trust him to do things well. He's an excellent programmer and a genius who developed the system for the branch by himself. He also came up with the idea for the speech at the morning meeting. I think it's a brilliant idea, and newcomers will do that.
But sir, if everything is being left to Barney Hunter, what exactly is the branch president doing at the office? Can you please explain that?
How dare you ask me that sort of question? You need to shut your mouth right now. If you have time to complain, you've got time to work. You need to work and work hard if you want to survive in this company. I guess it's time to think of what to say for your speech. You better do that right now.
Okay, sir, I can guess what you're saying. I'll never ask that sort of question again. Well, then I guess I'll try and do a good speech in front of the employees.
You better just listen to Barney and do what he says. Don't even think about contacting me about this again. You obey us or get out of here. Hey, what the heck is this speech all about, Lola? Are you trying to mess with me or something? Why would you say stuff like that for?
All I wanted to do was share with you all the problems and the areas of improvement at this branch office. You asked me to set up a place for this kind of meeting, and I just thought that in front of all the employees was the perfect place.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. What do you mean what can be improved when it comes to temporary workers? That's not what the speech should be about.
But you were grinning the whole time about it, weren't you, Barney? You've always laughed when you've seen newcomers having trouble giving speeches, haven't you? The expressions on other employees' faces were also very mixed. The only people who have lots of fun are you and the branch president.
Well, I mean, you gave a pretty good speech, I can tell you that much. Look, I'm not good at this, and I'm not trying to be super bossy, all right?
Hey, the biggest problem here is that you used violence against me. Moreover, punching someone in the face can hardly be described as training.
Well, if the new person has an issue with how I work, I'll hit them a little bit. We're not university students anymore. If every individual isn't aware of how I work, the company will collapse. I'm very serious about everything I do because it's for the sake of the company. This is how things are done around here. Get used to it.
Since you're so serious about your job and this company being successful, then can't you stop your violent ways? Because it's affecting a lot of employees around you.
I'm not sure if I really want to change my ways because it's working well for everyone. You want to call the head office? Go ahead if you want to. You know that if you do, it'll get to my father and he'll make all the accusations that you've been saying completely disappear. He'll cover it up for me.
This branch seems to be even more corrupt than I thought that it was. This is unbelievable that this type of thing is happening in a company like this.
What on earth are you talking about? What makes it so corrupt? You're just some good-for-nothing temp who has no idea what they're talking about. Our branch office is steadily increasing in numbers. As long as the company is putting out the numbers that it should be, there shouldn't be any problems.
What is your deal? Seriously, have you and the branch president lost your humanity or something? You're treating these employees terribly. If you could do something to improve the situation there or just be replaced, it would be a much better branch office. Are you sure you don't want to consider changing your ways?
Wow, you're a very talkative woman. You better watch what you say or you'll get it from me. You don't want that now, do you? Are you trying to disrespect me? An elite? You're saying so much about my branch and you've only just been dispatched? This is such a joke. You know what? The next time you want to voice your opinion about my branch, how about I just punch you in the face? Try to speak up, I dare ya.
You still think I'm a temporary worker still, Barney? I work for the head office, as a matter of fact. Well, I guess I've blown my own cover now.
What on earth are you talking about, woman? Can't you just explain things properly? How are you not a temp worker?
Well, first of all, let me apologize for lying to you this entire time about who I really am. I was actually just pretending to be a temp worker who got hired. Once again, my name is Lola Baxter, and I was actually dispatched from the head office. I came here to investigate the internal affairs of this branch office.
What the heck? You're running an internal investigation into my branch office? Whoa, just hold on there for a minute, lady. I understand that you're letting out your frustrations right now, but there's no need for you to lie like this. There's no way that a young lady like you could be involved in an internal investigation.
Excuse me? I've got no idea what you mean by that, but don't dispute what I do for a living, please. I'm being dead serious about this, Barney. This was a setup for me to come in as a newcomer. I did this because I knew I'd only get hired because I'm young and full of potential, as a scumbag like you would think. Even though I may look young to you, it's only because I take good care of myself. I'm actually in my 30s.
What do you mean this was all set up as you being a new employee for the office? What do you mean? Oh, I get it. Nice joke, father. I'll have to tell my dad how well he got me with this one. You can go ahead and tell him how funny he is, but he can't fool me.
If you don't believe what I'm telling you, Barney, please contact the head office and check with them about me being at this branch. I'm sure they'll have all the answers you're looking for. Maybe they might even tell you the details you wanted to know about me, Lola Baxter.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll call up the head office and see what's actually going on. I'm sure that this is just some prank my dad pulled. I'll ring them up right now and see what they have to say about the newcomer to the company. Then I can get all the dirt I like about you. Even if you make excuses later, I don't care. Okay, there's obviously been some kind of huge mistake here. I'd like to say that I'm extremely sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you, I swear. I just meant to make this all a big joke. I actually don't do any of these things at the office, and I really am sorry for what I did.
You know that it's really low of you to start making excuses for your behavior right now when you know what your intentions were, Barney. There were many witnesses in the branch that saw this occur. We all thought that you did it intentionally because you couldn't stand what was being said. You knew that you wanted to punch me in the face, and that's what you did. A lot of people saw that, and you can't turn back time.
Okay, yes, a lot of people did see me do that, but I told you that I was sorry for what I did, so what's going to happen to me now?
Well, if it all goes the way I want it to, you'll be fired from the company. I'm also planning to file a complaint, so this will probably go to court and be settled there. You need to keep this in mind, so you better hire a good lawyer if you want to lessen the blow on your reputation, Barney.
Wait, what? Want to take me to court for a real trial? On what grounds? What crime have I possibly committed?
Are you kidding me right now? Don't you know that it's a crime to hit someone? That's assault, and you had an intent to cause injury. Wasn't that your plan?
What on earth are you talking about? This is escalating too quickly, Miss Baxter. I didn't know that lightly hitting someone in the workplace is a crime.
Well, aren't you stupid then? Any form of violence on another person is a crime, Barney. There's also a suspicion that you're improperly using company money. Although it is still in the research stage, it's almost certain that this is what you've been doing. You'll be judged in the same way as you punching me.
No, you're lying. I've not been doing anything like that. You're going way too far with this now. This is absolute crap and you know it. You can't just start accusing me of such things. Where's the proof that I've been doing anything, huh? Why are you saying all this?
There was a complaint made by a certain employee about your actions in the company. I can't go into details, but I was sent here to investigate the accusations.
Okay, and? What did you find in your investigation, Miss Baxter? What's the results of this phony investigation?
If you haven't got a clue what the results are, maybe that's something for you to look into since this concerns you. To be honest, you should know the results by now.
Oh no, this is crap. I bet you don't even have proof of me doing anything. You just want this over faster so you can go back to your fancy head office, don't you, Lola? Besides, you know that I didn't do any of what you're accusing me of. Please stop investigating my branch office and get out of here.
You know that it's my job to do this, so I'll continue doing my investigation no matter how long it takes, Barney. You're not going to stop me doing my job. If you really haven't done anything that I've been saying, then there should be nothing to be afraid of when it comes to the results coming out later on.
Okay, I guess you've got a point. I suppose that's true. I guess I've done nothing wrong, so I won't worry about any of this.
Now, there will have to be a little talk with the branch manager, so I guess I'll leave that up to you to do since he's your father after all. I'd like to talk to you again later.
Wait a minute. What? You want me to talk to my father? I mean, the branch manager about this, I don't know if I can possibly do that at this time. There's so much to do. Okay, what on earth is going on here? I have heard the majority of this outrageous story from my son. He told me that you're an internal affairs investigator. Are you kidding me? Have you actually been dispatched from the head office to look into our branch? This is unbelievable. You lied to us.
Well, as an investigator, I'm supposed to lie initially so that you don't suspect what I'm actually doing. I received direct instructions from the CEO to look into your office. I was actually planning to work as a temporary employee for a longer period of time, but I got most of the evidence I needed on the first day.
Oh, right. Is that so, huh? So with that being said, are you going to tell me the results of your findings or not, Miss Baxter?
As you can see for yourself, you and your son, Barney Hunter, are involved in an embezzlement case. I did a quick look at your account system, and that provided evidence for it. This sloppy crime that you've committed shows exactly how you were able to do whatever you both wanted at this branch office. You probably thought that there was no way that you'd be found out like this, but it really was easy to know when something was going down. Am I correct in saying that?
I don't know how you could have found all of this out in one day. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Who is the person behind all of this, then, if this is true?
There's no way that I can turn around and say who exactly started this whole thing. However, I do have one thing to say to you, Mr. Hunter. It's not just one person accusing you and your son of those crimes. It's multiple people who have wanted to come forward but didn't want to lose their job because of it.
Wait a minute. You think there's more than one person saying things? Like a big group of people? How could that happen right under my nose?
You know, it's not just 2 or 3 people saying what they think is happening. Almost all the employees at this branch probably share the same frustration. There is only one person that's an exception to this rule. It's the female employee in charge of accounting who was acquired by you, sir.
So if you can give me an approximate number, how many of my employees have betrayed me today? Have they all forgotten how much I've taken care of them?
I don't think they see things that way anymore since you've stabbed them all in the back, Mr. Hunter. You and your son will be sued by the company for the crimes committed. I'm sure that you'll both be ordered to pay a huge compensation, so the head office will be planning on continuing on with this case.
There's absolutely no way that this is happening right now. How can you just turn around and sue us like this when we're making money? How do you have the power to do this? All you are is some laid-back little girl who thinks it's funny to sabotage the little branch offices just because you sit in a comfy chair in the head office. Listen to me, young lady. You tell the people at the head office this. Our branch office produces high numbers every month. Please don't file a complaint about us if we're making such profits for the company. We're helping you pay guys out, not hindering you in any way.
Yeah, no, I'm not making any deals with you. You're dodgy and nobody trusts you or your son. Please argue this out in court. I told you before, hire a good lawyer. But it's obvious to everyone that the reason why the numbers are high is because of the hardworking employees, not you or your son. You take advantage of them.
What are you even talking about? How dare you turn around and say such things to a branch manager? I don't take advantages of the employees. They wouldn't be working so hard if it wasn't for me or my son.
Okay, I'm going to talk about one example and how you took advantage of them, Mr. Hunter. It's quite a specific example of what you and your son did. The in-office system that you introduced when you set up your own branch office was an inferior product. The employees made modifications to it and it came to life. You took the credit for the system when they did all the hard work. If the original version created by Barney remained unchanged, the system would have collapsed.
But I don't understand. How on earth did you know about that? You're seriously a good snooper, aren't you? You think you're so good at your job, don't you?
It's because I am, Mr. Hunter. Of course this information was also included in the accusation that the employees gave to me. All of the data evidence still remains backed up. I also looked at the early version of the system, and I would be able to manage a whole elementary school with that. It's fine to perform an evaluation on your son, but sir, you need to think about this more objectively. You need to stop protecting each other and face the consequences.
All you are is a little girl who needs to shut up right now. You're making my blood pressure rise so much. I've been supporting this branch for over 10 years. I'm a dedicated branch president that brings the head office money for their business. Does that not mean anything to you people? How much do you think it took to do this? We were wanting to make more money. What's the big deal in that, huh? We've gone through a lot to get to this point.
The hardships you've gone through and the embezzlement scheme are completely unrelated, Mr. Hunter. You do realize that you're going to have to testify in court, okay? I can hear it now. Since I've worked so hard to get where I am today, I thought that it was okay to just be a thief for a little while. That's how I imagine what you'll say in the witness chair.
This is absolute crap that you're making here, lady. How dare you question my authority and what I've done? I wish there was some way to fire you. Anything I can do to you to ruin your life would be great for me right now. You're not free from all wrath yet, Lola Baxter. Do you understand that?
And you threatening me right now is only going to make your situation way worse than it already is, Mr. Hunter. Don't underestimate what I can do from the head office. Let me tell you now, your conversations and messages right now are being monitored by the company, and anything you say to me can be used as evidence. This is my company phone, and I can send these messages to the head office as soon as this investigation is over. You've just threatened me, Mr. Hunter. What you say to me and anyone else will be used in court proceedings, so please watch what you say. You're in a worse off position now than when this conversation started.
You better be prepared for my wrath in court then, Miss Baxter. You're going down no matter what the company tries to do to me and my son.
Oh, I am more than prepared for what happens, Mr. Hunter. I guess there's nothing more to say apart from, I'll see you in court. Don't forget to bring your lawyer. It's so pathetic at how two men can laugh at someone giving a speech so much. After the investigation concluded, the men were both lost for words. Barney was taken in by the police on charges of causing bodily harm. He had to pay a fine and compensation directly to Lola. In another matter, Mr. Hunter was also charged by the police for fraud and theft. Both of them are currently in prison serving time for the crimes they committed. At the head office, they didn't believe the situation to be too bad for the employees and deeply apologized to them for not noticing the issue sooner. Since the branch president's absence, the performance at the branch office has more than doubled. Him and his son were a disease to the organization, and without them, the employees can shine in their positions. As for Lola, she returned to the head office and is working closely with the CEO. In light of the incident, they keep a close eye on other offices now.
Tomorrow is going to be your first time coming to my parents' house. So are you worried? I have to work in the morning, so I won't be able to come along with you on that flight. But I'll be over later, so just hang out with my parents while you guys wait for me. I think they'll all have things for you to do there, and it'll be a good chance for you guys to talk about me behind my back.
Of course I'm a bit nervous. This will be my first time meeting your mom, as well as going to your parents' house in general. I really wish you were able to come with me on the flight over, though. I'll probably be sweating the whole flight just thinking about how things will go and if they'll be happy with me or not.
Well, even if I could come with, my mom told me that she wants to talk with you one-on-one for a bit. So I'm sorry, but she's going to get what she wants this time.
That right there makes me really nervous to see her. But I get it. This will be her first time seeing me as well. And since I have the day off work, there's no reason I can't go early and see her. But man, am I sweating over this.
You'll only be there for a few hours by yourself, so don't worry too much. And later in the day, your parents will be coming over, right? They'll have all of that business talk with my dad, so I'm sure that my mom knows not to get too out of control with you.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. But it would be a whole lot better if they came over at the same time as me. At least then they could get all that business talk over with before you come, and then I won't have to feel as worried about what kind of interrogation they give me today.
Well, my dad's really looking forward to seeing you, Rose. He told me that he wants to show you around my hometown a little as well, before your parents come. And that he'd probably do that with you after picking you up from the airport, and before you all go back to the house. I think that'll help you relax a bit, and they're close to the beach, so you can probably go out and dip your feet in for a bit. And also, If you can become close with my mom, that would be wonderful. She is a bit rough on people at first, so I'm a little concerned about that. But if you do get to be really close, then I will never have to think about you both getting into fights, like mother-in-laws always get into on those TV dramas.
Telling me that now is only going to get my heart racing even faster. Now I feel even more like she'll find problems with me when I speak to her. Ugh. I should call them when I get to the airport, right? Then they'll come and pick me up from there, right?
They told me that they'd be waiting there before you even arrive, so you shouldn't have to wait for them to come get you. My mom and dad are really looking forward to seeing you. I'm sure when you get there, they'll have a sign with your name on it for you and everything.
Well, I hope that's true, and tell them thank you for waiting on me. But there's always the chance that the plane will be late, so maybe it's best they wait a little bit before coming.
Well, you could tell my parents that before you go then. They said they'll be tracking your flight, so they'll know the time it comes into the airport, even if there's a delay or anything like that. But if it'll relax you a little bit, you could tell them what to do. Anyway, have a safe flight tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, Nathan. And you too. As for the time you'll be arriving at the airport, that should be around 11 a.m., right? Good afternoon, Mom. Yes, that should be the right time. Could you please not call me Mom yet? I am not your mom or anything like that to you. Huh? Oh, right. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow is looking to be a very hot day here, and it's the 4th of July, a day in which families should be together, yet we have to come and get you. That'll take a lot of time and be a pain in the butt for me. What? Is that right? I'm really sorry about that. If you'd like, I can find a way to make it to your guys' house by myself. That might be the right move, Rose. Well, we'll see about that tomorrow. Understood. I'm sorry if me coming out tomorrow causes any troubles for you, but I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Rose, do you really think you can be married to my son? What? I'm sorry, but what do you mean by that? I assumed that since my son chose you, you'd be a very outstanding person. But you don't work for any major company, nor do you even have a proper job of your own. If anything, you're going to give up whatever income you have and become a housewife leeching off my son, right? Do you think I'll allow you to use my son and become a part of my family that way? I'm sure you have your eyes set on us because my husband runs his own company, am I right? Hold on for one moment. What are you talking about right now? I think you have some kind of misunderstanding because that's not at all what I planned for. So you're telling me you never knew that my husband has his own company? I know about that, but there we go then. My son never listened to me about people like you being in this world, and that's because you already have a hold on him. What do you mean that there are people like me in this world? The trash that only looks to marry for others' money. You think I'm after your guys' money? I've been dating your son now for 3 years. I can understand you thinking something like that could be possible, but I am not that kind of person, Kelly. Who knows? But be aware that I have no plans of becoming family to you. However, if you say anything about this to my son, I'll make sure there's hell to pay. Don't you ever do anything to make my family upset, okay? I don't plan to say anything to upset your family, but for the time being, I look forward to seeing both you and your husband tomorrow. We haven't had the chance to meet one another yet, so it's great to see that we'll finally all be able to get to know each other. And since it appears there are a few misunderstandings, I'll try my best to clear everything up between us. I had planned to give you a call to let you know that I'm here. Where are you guys right now? I did come a bit early, so if you're not here just yet, don't worry. I'll be waiting a little bit for my bag to come out. We are not going to get you. What? I do not accept you as my family, and I will not let you be my son's wife. Are you really saying that you're not going to pick me up from the airport then? Also, you are aware that Nathan and I have already legally married one another and have our certificate, right? We had planned to come out to your guys' house for the 4th and we could celebrate as a family there. That doesn't mean a thing. I do not want you to be a part of this family. And that also means I don't approve of you being my son's wife. So, since you're just a stranger to me, you will not be getting any car ride back to my house. Why would anyone take a stranger back to their house anyway? If you really want to be here with us, show me your determination and walk all the way to our house under the blistering sun. Hold on for a second. You want me to walk to your house when it's this hot out? I understand now that you don't want to come here to get me, but I can still get a taxi to take me there, right? Nope. What? If you do something like that, then you're definitely never going to get my approval to marry my son. Come here with your own strength and show me how much you want to be in this family. Are you seriously saying all that right now? That's quite a long distance to your house from here. Should only take you an hour and a half to get here if you hustle, right? Do you not want my approval, Rose? Even if you say you're my son's wife, to me you're just a complete stranger, and my husband and I don't give rides to complete strangers. You are going to walk under the scorching sun from the airport, or else you'll lose any chance of becoming part of the family. All right. Then I'll be waiting for you. I understand that you won't accept me any other way, so I'll start walking, but is this really what you want from me? Just hurry up and start walking. If you can't make it in time for lunch, you'll have to wait until dinner to eat. Okay then, I'll be on my way over right now. I'm walking right now. What do you want? You have called me almost 200 times now, and my voicemail is full. Rose, where are you right now? I told you that I'm walking and still a ways away from your house. I'm going to come to you as soon as I can, so please tell me what street you're on. Why are you saying that now? Could this be because you heard about how I've been supporting your husband's company financially with over $300,000 now? What $300,000? What are you talking about? So you haven't heard about that from your husband yet then, huh? Then why are you trying to get a hold of me so frantically? My husband has started to worry about why you're not at our house yet, so I'm worked up now. I told him that when I went to go and get you without him, I wasn't able to find you and came back home. And he became frustrated with me because he expected that I look for you if you weren't there waiting for me. Well, he is right to be frustrated by that. Normally, you'd never just get up and go home without the person you came out to get, right? But really, you didn't even come to the airport to get me in the first place. And what's this about you financing my husband's company? I haven't heard anything about that from him yet. Well, my family's company has been working to help finance your husband's company for a bit now. And my parents were actually planning to come out here later today on a separate flight to see you both. Wait, does that all have to do with why my husband told me he needed to run into his office and gather a lot of paperwork today? I'm sure that was all to prepare for seeing my parents in person this time. They've already decided on helping your husband's company out, but there are still talks about how much we'll give. And today was supposed to be the day that something like that was decided on. That's probably why your husband had to run to his office and prepare the documents needed for said meeting, right? While your husband has been busy with all of that, I was planning on having you get me from the airport, but you never came. I'm sure he's worried now about how things will play out with my parents now. Well, I never knew anything about that. Since when did you all start talking about helping him with his company? Whether you knew about it before this or not, things wouldn't have changed. What you've done to me today has really shaped the future between us and opened my eyes to the true you. Anyway, I'm going to take my time walking over. It's super hot out and I'm getting tired, but... He's still asking me why you haven't arrived yet, and it's a problem for me now. A problem for you. This is what you wanted to happen, right? It was, but I didn't actually consider something like that happening. Maybe you should just tell your husband the truth then. Tell him that you told me you'd come and get me, but when I arrived at the airport, you took back your word and said that I needed to walk to your house. I never meant it as a bad thing towards you or anything. Well, if this wasn't done out of hate towards me, then why did you do it? I think it's best you tell your husband that you demanded that I walk to your house all the way from the airport. I'm sorry, but I don't believe there's anyone that would ask that from someone with any reasoning besides bullying the person they've asked. Are you trying to mess with me right now? There's no way I could say something like that to him. If I were to, what would he end up saying back to me? I believe that it's you that's been messing with me, Kelly. Huh? Are you still not aware that everything you've been saying today has been you trying to make me suffer? Well, it doesn't matter what your real intentions were for this because everyone will soon find out what you did to me. What are you talking about, Rose? I'm saying that if I'm asked about what happened to me today, I'm telling them the truth. Who will you tell that to? Well, to your husband and Nathan. If they ask why I was so late in arriving at your house, I'll tell them the truth. And I'll show them all the texts you sent me. What? You plan to say such needless things to them? These are very important things that I'll be telling them since they're all the truth. I'm not doing any of this to spite you. Rather, I'm just giving them the true answer. Please, don't say a thing about this. If either of those two find out, I'll be in huge trouble. Well, if this were going to get you into huge trouble, then you never should have done it in the first place. But you've already gone through with it, so it's over for you. But I'm telling you that I'll come and get you now. All you have to do is tell me where you're at and everything will be fine, right? Even if you do plan to come get me, it's far too late. I've already walked this far because of you, so your intentions are well known. I'm going to continue walking all the way there just so I can savor the hate I have for you. I'm telling you that you don't need to walk anymore. I'll come out and get you. You told me to walk an hour and a half through this horrible summer heat, and now you want to stop me halfway and come get me? It's too late for you, Kelly. You've said more than enough now. I never knew anything about you and your family, though, so I didn't think you could do anything to me. Please allow me to come and get you. And then you won't have to tell my husband and son anything unnecessary. I get that you're in a panic and want to come get me, but you demanded that I do this, so I'll go until the end. Even if that leads to your husband and Nathan learning the truth and getting pissed at you, that'll have nothing to do with me. Please don't say things like that. I'll be in huge trouble if they find out. Well, you asked for it. And now you've gotten what you wished for, and you have to be there to bear responsibility for it. Rose, I'm so sorry. I apologize for being such a jerk to you today. Can you please agree to keep this one event a secret between us? No thanks. Why not? I'm not even asking much from you right now. Do you really think you can say no to that? I do, actually. I have a right to say no to you now. What you've done today has shown me your true character, and so I can do whatever I want with that knowledge now. And along with that, I don't have to care about what you think about my actions because you never bothered to hide your true self from me. I really did want to become close to you and all, but I can see that that's not what you wanted. That's not true. I do want to become close to you, Rose. It's not too late for the both of us to become really good in-laws. It is too late. You made yourself believe that I was only in this for your guys' money. But if you heard about how my family is going to support your husband's company, you would have never thought to say that, right? Well, it's too late now. So now do your best and tell all of this to your husband and son for me. And if you won't, I promise I'll hold no truth back from them. In the end, Kelly's husband and son ended up learning the truth about what happened with Rose, and they proceeded to tear her a new one before getting into the car and heading on the road to go find Rose. They both called Rose a couple of times before she finally answered them. But by that point, she was already very close to the house, and so she had already been on the move for over an hour in the super hot heat. When they did get to her, she was covered in sweat and would later up having some horrible sunburns because she didn't even have any sunscreen on her at the time. After getting back to the house, everyone began to ask Kelly why she did this to Rose. But after she kept beating around the bush about it, the rest of the family banned her from joining them for dinner. They then left the house without Kelly and watched fireworks for the rest of the evening while helping rub some much-needed aloe all over Rose so the burns didn't bother her as much. Following the dinner and fireworks, though, everyone came back to the house where Kelly finally did tell everyone her reason for doing this to Rose, and that led to Nathan telling his mom he was cutting ties to her. He said that he could never have someone as his mother who would go to such lengths over such a pathetic excuse, and would make sure that she'd never have the chance to talk to Rose again. And as for her husband, he was appalled by her reasoning and told her that he'd be moving to a new house and away from her. Just as his son had said, he didn't want to give her the chance of coming around the family again, but also wanted to make sure that she didn't get in the way of the business he'd worked so hard for. Kelly then panicked and tried to apologize to everyone for what she'd done. But by that point, everyone only ignored her pleas for forgiveness and gave her the coldest shoulder. By that night, everyone had left the house and left Kelly there to go stay at a hotel near the airport, where her husband and Rose's parents could continue to talk about the financing in peace. Luckily for everyone, my parents did end up going through with the plans that had been made for helping finance the business and keeping it going, so there were no more worries there. Kelly really did take things too far this time, and now she's having to pay for it by not only losing her own family, but also losing any income into her life. As for what'll happen next to her, there's only anxiety surrounding it, I'm sure. But if I were her, I'd at least start by finding a job soon, or else those missed payments on the bills to that house will have her seeing a new world without a roof over her head.